Hello, this is I Learned Things Moon video number 2. I'm going to answer some questions that Ashley and Lucille Moon sent in. I'm Tori, by the way, for those who don't know that. And I would prefer it if you would call me Tori versus Cassie Maud, because I don't know, Cassie Maud's just very impersonal. As soon as Skype loads up, I'm going to be answering questions from Ashley. There it is. Yep, there it is. Alright. Okay. What book or book series has had the biggest impact on you and or your writing? The biggest impact on my writing style, I don't really know, because it's just always been this way. Like, I'm sure I've read things and pulled things from those things that I've read, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I know that I tend to stay away from horror, because when I was 5, my aunt got me the Series of Unfortunate Events, and it freaked me out so much that I can't even watch horror movies, let alone write anything with horror. So I'd say that's impacted me in my writing, because that's something I stay away from. Who are some writers or authors you look up to? Ashley, who is Wandering Aperture. I really like her style. I also look up to Simone, who is Ask the Tooth Fairy, or Weasley Wizarding Wheezes. I particularly like Simone's style with the twins, because I like how she keeps them distinct yet similar. Because I've seen a few Fred and George roleplays where they're pretty much carbon copies of each other, and that's pretty boring. I mean, honestly, twins who are exactly the same are pretty boring. But she gives each of them their own quirks and different personalities. So they're similar, but they're different, and I really like how that comes across in her writing. Other than that, non-role players would be Christopher Paolini, because he wrote Eragon when he was my age, so if he can do this, I can do this. And then I also look up to Nora Roberts, also known as J.D. Robb. I really like her writing style. It's very to the point, but her books are they're like that long, and it's kind of awesome. Alright, if you could have a free, week-long, fully paid vacation to anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Sutton Courtenay, Oxford, England, because of one girl. I don't actually know if I said her little town right. Sutton Courtenay, I don't know. But Miniver is why I would be going there. She's the only reason I really need. Which is better, bacon or chocolate? Ashley, you're evil. Bacon. Because chocolate is only necessary once a month, but, you know, bacon is an anytime meal. Which would you rather have? Ice cream for a year or free pizza delivered on the weekends for a year? Free pizza, because weekends are usually when I have people come over. And, well, by people I mean AJ, who would enjoy free pizza very much. Would you rather snuggle in a big pile of fluffy animals or a gigantic king-sized bed filled with the softest material on earth? Fluffy animals, regardless of how fluffy they are, they will not like me. Animals do not like me, or they like me too much. So I would have to go with the gigantic king-sized bed filled with the softest material on earth. Would that be silk? Or down feathers? Who knows? On to Lucille Moon's questions. And these are actually about my role-playing. Yay! What made you decide to play a child? Well, I already had Cassie in my head. I have her whole family up here. And it was actually AJ that convinced me to. AJ would be I colored things. AJ is the one who convinced me to start role-playing on Tumblr because she has her character, Jordan Rose Winston, who is 4 and she will be 5 in November, and her and Cassie are best friends. So I figured if AJ's got an account, she convinced me to make one so that we could do more with the best friends. What are some of my favorite subjects? That's not role-playing, Lucille Moon. Anything with language arts, English lessons for you non-Washingtonians. Is that strictly Washington, or is that strictly United States? Language arts classes are English classes. Grammar, creative writing, spelling, etc. Essays, blah blah blah. I like that kind of class. I've always been more inclined to write versus math or science, which I'm not good at all. I do like science, though. Science is pretty fun when I can figure out what I'm doing. Have I learned anything while being on Tumblr? I learned that I'm a feminist, and that I have good reason for being a feminist. I learned that Tumblr is not all sunshine and rainbows, like it would have you believe in the beginning. I learned that as much as we are anti-bullying, we are bullies. And I say we because as much as I don't like to think of some of my friends as bullying, some of them do. Well, I mean, they're not like friends, but anyway, what would you want to happen for your character? I want her to grow up happy. Her parents recently got divorced, also known as me and the moon of her dad had a falling out, so she's living with her mom. I want her to grow up happy and healthy. I want her to find someone to fall in love with, and I want her to have kids. And I already have another moon who we've already planned all that out with, so that is going to happen, and I'm super excited for that. I also want her to achieve her dream of, currently right now her dream is be Iron Girl, so like mini Iron Man. But her actual dream in the future is to be a kick-ass lawyer, and I hope she gets that. Because, you know, sometimes things just don't work. Who are my favorite blogs? You, Lucille Moon. I love your blog. Wandering Aperture, also known as Ashley. I colored things, obviously. AJ's my best friend. I say a lot. Boldly Go Away. Courtney is another one of my best friends. Well, Chocolate Frogs, y'all, or That Tall British Droid, also known as Blair. Blair's pretty dang awesome. Simone's blogs, Ask the Tooth Fairy, and Weasley Wizarding Wheezes. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh no, Farium, Crimson Death, Annie, Anne. I don't know if I'm allowed to call her Annie. And Wholesome Apple Pie / Bureaucratic Death, who is Lori, and they are dating, and they are precious. 3 random facts about myself. I wore makeup for you guys. I don't wear makeup, ever. I'm not the neatest of people. No, seriously, my room was a sty. And not in a cute way. It's not even, like, disorganized. It's not organized chaos, it's chaos. I'm a singer. Sort of. I sing in my school's choir. And I'm apparently pretty good, according to my teacher, because I'm in our advanced choir next year. Because in my school you have, like, chorale, which is the beginner level, Bella Voce is your intermediate all-women's choir, which I was in last year. And then you have symphonic and vocal jazz are on the same level of advancedness. And I'm in symphonic next year. I'm also going to be a senior this year, which means I'm graduating, which means college! Yay! Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and if you have any other questions, I'll answer them, but not in a video. I'm not redoing this again. Yeah, enjoy your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, brunch, and be safe, wherever you're at. Be safe. I love all 289 of you. Formerly 295, but they're lost. I'm cool. No, seriously though. Yeah. 289 of you. I think that's pretty cool. Right? 289? Yes, 289. Yeah. I will talk to you guys later.